Now, Charli Delaney and partner Csaba have already performed the jive, the fastest of the Latin dances. Now they face the challenge of adjusting to the smoothness of the Foxtrot.
That's it. Strong frame.
I really like this dance.
Foxtrot is the hardest and the slowest ballroom dance.
It's certainly got to a stage in the competition where if you thought you had any life outside of dancing, that is just gone. You need every part of your brain thinking about dancing. What do I do here?
Yeah, on top. That's it. And then we're going...
Mark mentioned he'd like to see my back be more expressive, and I think, I took that as in the shapes, and Csaba was saying let's be aware of your shapes for Foxtrot. So I'm keeping that in mind, and hopefully I can make my back a bit more expressive for Mark this week.
Dancing the Foxtrot. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the floor Charli Delaney and her partner Csaba Szirmai.
Charli and Csaba, wonderful work. Now, live television, I love it. What was supposed to happen with that flower? Were you really supposed to rip the head off that flower at the top of that dance?
Yes, of course I was.
In one go?
That's how you say, loves me not. Doesn't everyone do that?
Great. Guys, I'm going to ask you to wait here and catch your breath, because right after the break, we're going to hear from the judges. We're going to have to chat to yourself as well. And do not go anywhere, because coming up is a Luke Jacobs Foxtrot, and that could be the dance that decides his future. Plus, we promised you a twist, and I can tell you that is coming right up. This is Dancing with the Stars live.
I think it's the most elegant, classy, classic, beautiful way for a female to dance. I've just fallen for it.
Your expressive back.
I don't know what Mark thinks, but I love the extension though. It actually feels really elegant. It's almost like pulling away from the man, but look at me, but don't get too close kind of feel. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's find out what the judges thought. Helen.
Well, that was an elegant performance, and actually your top line really at times is quite beautiful, and I must say you looked beautiful. But technically it needs to be much stronger. It's a very smooth dance, and you need to roll through your feet heel to toe and toe to heel, and it's very hard technically. And at the extent of the stride, you're on the heel of the front foot and the ball of the back foot when you're moving backwards, and that is incredibly hard to keep your balance. But that needs work, but overall it was a graceful performance.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mark, what did you think?
I think you really understood the spirit of this dance, and I agree with Helen. You look absolutely beautiful. And controlling timing is the thing that concerns me, because people fall out of time because they're out of balance. Now, what I would like for you to done tonight, Csaba, is to get Charli to feel that she can control weight over the front of her foot, so when she's rolling backwards, she doesn't fall with her weight behind her feet. And that cost her tonight because she was fast in places. So, if you get through to next week, because it's a very tough competition, work on that.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Todd. Yeah, if you do get through and you get to repeat a dance, don't repeat Foxtrot, okay?
Oh, okay.
But having said that, it's not only because it wasn't your strongest dance. When you watch a Foxtrot, you can choose to play in the back part of the beat or the forward part of the beat. So Charlie was forward. It was almost like racing the music. And Foxtrot, we just want to sit back and watch the slows and the quicks. Because you're on the front of the beat, it was all quicks, which then fights the whole point of Foxtrot. That's where you're at tonight. But you do look elegant in ballroom. The two of you are a great couple together. But Csaba, just watch her. You can stretch her a little further.
God, if I could have another week just to learn a bit more
Well, let's
about
hope
the
you
heel
can.
toe.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, judges.
Thank you.
Well, Charlie and Csaba, you've done all you can. Go back to the green room. Now, if Charlie is your favourite, then you must vote. Call 1902 557717 or SMS Charlie to 191977. And remember, do not call yet. Phone lines reopen at the end of the show.
Golden rule of showbiz, never work with children, animals or flowers. They're just going to get you into trouble.
I've broken all those rules then, haven't I?
Actually, I just have to give that to Paul. You look a little defeated.
Oh, no, I loved it. I love that dance. I could go out and do it again now. I know I don't technically do it well, but I feel it.
It's beautiful.
In my
dance.
imagination, I rock at Foxtrot.
Let's get the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scores. Todd McKenny,
7.
Ellen Ritchie,
7.
Mark Wilson,
7.
21. Yeah, that's lovely. Right? Yeah. Okay. There's still a lot to come, you know, because Luke and Luda will perform their last dance very soon. And don't forget, if you want a little bit more dancing action, then jump online.